Yo, check it. This that southern shopping screw vibes. DC to H-Town, we got the wave. 2DopeMarks live.
With the 2DopeMarks, bringing the heat every night. Shopping screw flow, putting Raspman in the spotlight. From DC to Houston, we ride or die tight. Two voices, one passion. Keep the
Hola.
Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hola, hermanos y hermanas. Welcome to the 2DopeMarks Arena. For a brand
You
new
ain't want to
episode.
you ain't want to tell me about this shit beforehand?
What are you talking about?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead with the intro.
What are you talking about?
Go ahead with the intro. You know you can't catch me off guard with shit like that because I say stuff out my mouth that I ain't supposed to say on here. So
That's
like
true, but that's kind of the point. Welcome to the 2DopeMarks Arena for a brand new episode of 2DopeMarks. You're home for Go Girl Wrestling. We thank you for tuning in. I know we took off last week because hey, it's something going around that's got a lot of people ill, nasty like. So we had to kind of recalibrate, we fix things up. I am let's see, that is D to mine, right? And I am Senior Nearfall.
who?
Senior Nearfall.
All right, bro.
Yes, Mr. Two Count, Mr. Luchador, Mr. In other words, it was a character that me and my brother had discussed on WWE 2K, and finally we're like, you know what? Let's bring Senior Nearfall to real life, and thus here we are. We are thankful that you guys tuned in because look, you take off for a week of talking pro wrestling, a lot of shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Before we even get into all that, follow us all over the internet, 2DopeMarks. Subscribe wherever you get your favorite podcast. Hit the bell, turn on post notifications. Subscribe to us on YouTube, where we are live right now. As you can see, Senior Nearfall has entered the building. He has got his co-host flummoxed in ways that I don't think he can believe. And yeah, subscribe, like, share us with your friends, etc., etc. Because look, we talk pro wrestling like you and I. Or but not say you and I. Let me rephrase that. We talk pro wrestling like two niggas who understand the shit better than anybody, who can break it down to you in some very simple terms. We can break it down to you if we're talking college hoops with the University of Kentucky. Like, hey, which wrestler most concerned or more tied to, John Calipari Wildcat era? You know what I'm saying? We can break it down to video games. We can break it down to whatever you like. But in this day and age, we keep it straight. No frills, because over the last 2 weeks, D, a whole lot of wrestling shit happened. And you know what? I'm not even starting in Italy. I'm not starting in New York with AEW.
You're starting in Charlotte.
Okay, you want to start in Charlotte?
That's starting in Charlotte.
All right. In the Queen City, as they say. So in Charlotte, we had Ashe 15. Now, Ashe 15 consisted of literally, your boy's gonna be wrestling. They don't get to scrapping. You just gotta figure out who you're gonna root for when shit get done. And the main event was Darius Carter, Darius Lockhart for the Ashe Men's Championship, and King stayed a king. But at the end of the night, Caprice Coleman, who basically got stripped of being the Ashe Men's Commissioner, laid down the challenge for the dude who has annoyed him the most during his time as commissioner. That is Darius Carter. So therefore, June 27th, which is a holy day in the city of Houston, we got Caprice and Darius. Now, that card itself had a lot of heat. You had TME versus Isaiah Broner and Sugar Duckett, and then Sugar Gate. You know what? You can go over it all over you want. You can do it. You can do it. Ooh. This fool. Wow. You speak so negatively against Senior Nearfall. That is disgusting. What does Senior Near Fall do to you?
Nothing, man.
Nothing. Oh my gosh. That is wow. Okay. Anyway, the reason why we the part of this episode, which is episode 70, by the way, for those of you who've been rocking with us for a year and a half.
For real.
Yeah, it is. How do we feel? So for this segment, we're gonna ask real quickly. How do we feel? Yes, it's a lucha with locks. It's a lucha with locks. You know what I'm saying? How do we feel about what's going on in our share wrestling and the fact that Darius Carter once again has the deck stacked up against him, and the fact that he's not only going to have to defend his title against Caprice Coleman, he's also facing the winner of a 30-man over the top rope battle royal, aka a Royal Rumble, aka we don't have an official name for what the Rumble gonna be, do we?
It's just a 30-man Rumble.
Yep, it is. It is a 30-man Rumble. Okay.
Yeah. He's the Jalen Hurts of wrestling. He always finds a way to win. There you go. He's a winner. Let that man be.
Okay.
No matter how he wins, he wins.
Do you think people are going to how do I phrase this? Do you think people are going to the media to delete their displeasure with Darius Carter before actually, doing things in the world?
We're not going there right now. No, nobody's leaking anything to the media at all.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the match was fantastic. That was an old school wrestling match.
Mm-hmm.
Old school wrestling match, and it's a story. And everybody knows I love a story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna keep going. Billy and Darius, the other Darius, Big Darius, are on their way to a friendship that ain't no longer no more. But let's be clear on something though. I want to go back to what you said earlier. TME, Sure Dunkerton, Alice Kane.
Look, brother.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I said Isaiah Brown earlier. I meant to say Alex Kane. My apologies to Mr. Boom.
Yes.
He's gonna suplex the shit out of me when he says this. Well, Senior Near Fall. I don't know what Brandon.
Get his motherfucking. Don't get me. I don't want no problems. I'm over 40. I can't take that shit no more. But the card was overall cool, man. Like I did enjoy Ugly Gang and Top Shooters.
Yes,
I'm a big fan of Top Shooters now. I mean, and mind you, Ugly Gang all day. I'm a big fan of Top Shooters. Like they're doing the thing. I'm excited to see. Was it June 27th?
June 27th.
Yeah, June 27th. The 30-man Rumble, and they have announced the participants. Majority, not all. If you haven't seen Caprice Coleman wrestle, you might want to do your homework.
Might want to. I mean, I know people have seen his advocacy for black wrestlers in Ring of Honor, but in terms of his actual in-ring, gotta do it. Gotta do it.
Go look up if you don't know, you're not familiar. CNC Wrestling Factory. You'll see two familiar faces.
Come on and step, baby.
They're not going to be at the birthday party.
Yeah, no. CNC Music Factory pulled out.
Pause.
Yes. God dang it. Woody Hutton has pulled out of the birthday party.
Pause.
God dang it. Who must say David? Oh god dang it. Hold on. My man, Sexual Chocolate, not Mark Henry.
Vanilla Ice, bro.
Well, no, I'm not talking about Vanilla Ice. We talking about the card.
No, we talking about wrestling right now. Let's tap back into that. We ain't not worried about that nonsense, right?
You're right.
There you go looking it up. Okay.
I know. Look, man. Randy Watson said he ain't pulling up. Okay, he said he ain't pulling up.
Yeah,
greatest was inside of me, but it ain't gonna be him for the American 250. But no, again, what I've always said I loved about Ashe is how old school 80s NWA / WCW was with it in terms of how things flowed. You have effectively a world champion who everybody hates but loves to hate. You have an undercard, so to speak, that has talent across the board. That if you really wanted to, any of them people could be challenging for world heavyweight title. Anyone. Yeah. You have a women's roster that is so well rounded that when we saw Charity King versus Janai Kai, Bubba, it was literally a hands versus feet match.
Yeah,
hands versus feet.
Yeah.
So even though I personally won't be in the building for June 27th, you know what I'm saying? It's a Houston holiday, and it's a little busy weekend for me that weekend.
Is that oh, I want to go and I can't go.
What?
That's no. Is that June?
Not the must say no. You talking the baby shower?
No, I'm talking about Screw's birthday.
No. June. No, Screw's birthday is July 20th.
Okay, I was sitting there. I was sitting there like
that's the 30th anniversary of June 27th of Screwed Up Click Freestyle. So therefore, they're gonna do something crazy. And plus, the Screw Estate is slowly releasing, you know what I'm saying, that catalog on the
you sent it to me last week.
Yeah, look, Originals Volume 1 is literally little chopped up pieces from 3 different tapes. It's pretty dang solid. I can't wait to see what to do with the rest of it. See, look, we're getting off track. Let's get to wrestling. We went to music for a second, talking Houston holidays. But again, the beauty of Ashe, as I said to you before, is that they have a lineup in terms of talent that you can go operate in any form of capacity, right? You can have Billy Dixon, who I think is probably going to win that 30-man battle royal and get that shot.
Shit.
But I also think that eventually you could see Billy versus Darius down the line.
I'm with it.
You really could. Now you talking Darius Carter. I said Darius Lockhart.
I'm with it.
Hey, violence is going to happen. Violence is going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
shit, you might see Alice Kane suplex the shit out this motherfucker right here for fucking up matches.
Hey man, I sincerely apologize. Sincerely apologize.
Listen, I'm a claim light skin that day.
But look, man, we've had wrestling on ESPN. We've seen wrestling on pay-per-view. We've seen wrestling on Patreon. If you happen to watch Ashe,
yeah.
And if you happen to be a full-blown sicko, like I, senior Nearfall, then you saw pro wrestling on YouTube last Saturday, and you saw Noche de Los Grandes, aka Mask versus Mask, aka El Grande Americano Nuevo versus the original El Grande Americano.
Okay.
Jesus Lord.
I thought it was the Big American against the Big American.
Yes, it's the Big American versus the Big American New. Okay, that's what happened.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the other word. Sorry.
Nuevo, new.
I took French.
We beat me. I don't even know where to begin, man. Like, I think if you're trying to ask somebody, hey, what is pro wrestling, right? It is the equivalent of 2 people put into a gimmick in a situation where it should be dead in the water because it feels very offensive to a whole demographic of people. But instead, it gets flipped on its head. One of them, who's not even American, called himself the Big American, by the way, becomes into a beloved Tupac-like figure down there.
Yeah.
And then he proceeds along with his counterpart, to have the match of the year.
You want to know the funny thing about that whole match?
Yes, go ahead.
You know who produced that match?
Peter Dunn, who basically said, "Look, if I'm not gonna jump off this this scaffold right quick fast down a whole story on the people, then guess what? I better be doing something."
Fair.
And boy, did he do something. Now,
be
as
who
we
you
saw
are.
that night, the original El Grande Americano lost his match versus match, and he unveiled himself to be Chad Edward Gable, who was born in March '86. He's from Minneapolis, Minnesota. So,
thank God.
Lee Mike, mask on, mask off. That was Chad Gable.
That was so dramatic.
Forever for El Grande Americano, the real Grande Americano. Now, senior near fall. I was sweating a little bit on that mask, bro. It was a little hot. Not gonna hold you.
Ain't nobody tell you put that shit on in the first place.
Hey, brother. Hey. I do things for the show. Okay. I do things
fair.
For the people.
That's fair. You ain't gonna catch my ass with no damn mask on.
See, you got to have the right amount of goofy to make this work, and that's the beautiful part about American ground.
This medium ugly couldn't give the mask on already. That's what it does for me.
Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. D, your thoughts in totality about the feud, the match, and what do you think is what's next for the Big American?
I liked the climax. Like it was from start to beginning. You started off with El Grande Americano, with Chad Gable. He gets hurt. You bring in Louis Kaiser. You have another Grande Americano. Then you bring in the Uno and the Dos, and then you bring in the other half American dudes or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then you just tell a story about it. And it was crazy because it's really crazy because you pay attention to how the crowd really, really loved the second El Grande Americano. And he actually embraced the culture. I think they both embraced the culture, but he embraced the culture to the point where they loved him. And to come to this match right here, like for you to go on YouTube on Saturday and then Raw comes on at 2:00 on Monday, and straight after Raw, they send you back to YouTube. I'm sorry, they keep you on Netflix to watch that shit. That's crazy. So you know you did something right. And I'm be honest with you, Mark Calloway working his ass off down there in AAA. Like he doing this stuff.
Who would have thought that the best booker in all of pro wrestling is on YouTube? Like literally, he's on YouTube.
I mean, let's be real on that stuff. Like they came from they were a mixture of him and Sean. More so him and Sean versus Trips. Him and Sean are a mixture. They're like a sandwich situation. Like they come from the old school where where Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, they went into the Attitude Era and then still progressed Ruthless Aggression and still translated further after that. So they've seen different eras, different generations of wrestling. So their creativity in their wrestling, you see it. Sometimes they replicate it. Sometimes they bring in new stuff. But the great part about it is from the El Grande Americano saga to, I mean, shit, let's go with Triple H too with the Bloodline saga, and let's go with Sean with Mello and Trick. You pay attention to all three of those things, they come from they were in every facet of the greatest parts of wrestling. And not to mention, let's be real, Trips and Undertaker were in WCW too. So they saw a lot of that shit over there too. So
and also, me and Mark was down there with Jim Cornette, cutting them same weird, very racist, very awkward promos that New Jack was cutting. Gotta remember that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to OJ. Shout out to OJ.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I love the booking from that generation. What's going to be very, very interesting is how does it go further? So, because we always known Vince or Heyman or Bischoff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's be real. To do that booking, that's what we saw from the Attitude Era, like the NWO days. But now you got wrestlers that actually know what the fuck the crowd wants. And minus the bullshit with TKO, it's a thing for me where like it makes sense. You're not trying to drown out your talent. You know what I mean? Like they're sending up. You send Chad Gable, to AAA, and he thrives. You send Louis Kaiser to AAA, he thrives. You keep certain people in NXT and they thrive.
Yep. Shout out to Omos, who's also thriving down in AAA.
You see what I'm saying? So
AAA tag team champions.
Yeah, so like it's I'm excited from a standpoint of the booking. Outside of the extra shit, outside of the business side of it, I'm cool with it. It's quality TV.
It does so much in an hour, and that's the beautiful part about it. Like what they have is they get 1 hour TV on YouTube, and also on Fox down there in Mexico, and they tear shit up.
Listen, it's an audition. It's a big ass audition.
Yeah. And so now when you have clearly, I'm calling El Grande Americano the Tupac of Mexico right now. Like there is no figure right now on the face side in AAA is better than him.
No, not at all.
Ain't bigger, ain't more beloved, etc., etc. Therefore, you know what's gonna happen next. September, Triple Mania, Dom, El Grande Americano, that AAA mega championship.
Hey, they gonna go the fuck off in Vegas. Are they gonna do that? Are they splitting it or is both in Vegas?
I think both are in Vegas.
Okay.
Even though
they love Vegas.
Even though there is a AAA Mexico tour going on. Let me verify this right quick.
Shit, I'll go see them niggas.
I mean, ironically, that would be the most common most common Vegas wrestling purchase we didn't see since the Indies.
Yeah.
Let's see. Triple Mania 34 night 1 is Friday, September 11th. So part of it is in Vegas, and the other part is in Arena de Mexico on September 13th.
So they're doing like a well, no, I've never seen it. No, so it's one night and the other night 2 days later. Oh, okay. I'm with the shits. Okay.
So yeah, we get in there. I think that we're in a space right now where you feel bad for the previously released talent. I will say that much, right? Because if you have people in Evolve, TNA, AAA, they can go to any of those 3 spots, sharpen their skills up, refine things a little bit real quick, fast, and make something of themselves. I mean, I'll frame it like this. Trick Williams going over to TNA, becoming their champion to kind of refine his heel gimmick was a blessing in disguise.
Okay.
1000%. I think.
Well, how did that work for Kalani though?
Again, Kalani Jordan doing the same thing. Because right now, how it went with her and Lola Vice on Tuesday, talking about how when you went down to AAA and got your shit off, you got celebrated.
That's why I was leaning toward.
The same type of love and affection. Well,
yeah.
To be honest, you also were Team TNA in a WWE versus TNA showdown situation there. baby girl, but you know, tomato. I think we're in a space right now. We just gotta appreciate the fact that we have multiple places, but I also think that people deserve to get their shine. Now, say for example, New Day is a little different because they've reached the mountaintop of everything, and they just got disrespected from a payday. But in terms of creative, why do I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, why do I feel like Dominic Mysterio has more of an idea of who he is in AAA right now than he is in WWE?
I don't think he. Well, you know what? Let me retract that. I think he does. You're correct, because it's a different culture down there. It's not the same production. It's not the same handling. You know what I mean? We've known WWE for you to get lost in the shuffle when it comes to, you know, wrestling. You could be the greatest wrestler in NXT on the indies, and you come in there and just be a shit show.
Mm-hmm.
But when it came to AAA, let's be real on something like, let's take it back to the days with the New Japan Super shows with WCW, with the Jushin and the Ligers, with Brian Pillman, the Road Warriors and the Steiners out there. Sometimes your bread is buttered better in from other places, from different knives. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta know what's what. It's just like saying, okay, does Adam Cole work better in WWE or AEW? You know the answer to that.
We do.
Do we say this Stone Cold as a gimmick, or would that have worked in NWO days or worked in the Attitude Era? We know the answer. So it's an environment thing. It's different bookers for what they have going on and what they're trying to present, the storylines or whatnot. I agree with you. Yeah, he's found his foundation, his niche. But here's the thing: when he comes back to WWE, what does that even look like full time? If he's just solid WWE, what does that look like? How are they going to handle him?
How exactly do we think people are going to be handled? It's a very strong topic on the internet. Like it's literally the main thing, right? We ask ourselves how they're going to handle Liv Morgan because she is a world champion without challengers. And she has 0 challengers since WrestleMania because her main challenge is injured. And there's been more emphasis given toward the mid-card titles, both the women's tag titles and the women's IC title, than the main title on Raw for women, right? But before we even speak even deeper into what's going on with WWE and, you know, directions of certain people, AEW is cooking right now.
Yeah, bruh.
Gotta be honest.
And you know, I talk shit about them a lot.
We both do. However, while we did not have a secret friends and homies watch party for Double or Nothing this go around, didn't. What happened? We kind of expected. MJF was going to catch a beaten down, worn down Darby Allin to become the AEW World Champion for a 3rd time. Did that. Will Ospreay had a hell of a match because they got started at the Owen tournament. And the biggest, I don't want to say surprise, but something I was really intrigued by was Kevin Knight saying, fuck this shit, and turning heel. Now, the past 2 weeks, you know, we've seen Kevin try to explain his actions, saying he's not, you know, he's been told how much, you know, to wait his chance, but he's like, I'm tired of waiting, et cetera, et cetera. And the feeling of, if you are Kevin Knight, that you can be a main event guy. Like, you have the in-ring ability. You have the persona to do so. So why not? Why can't it be me? And my counterpoint to that is there a Kevin Knight promo or a Kevin Knight interaction that wowed you, D?
Not yet.
Ironically enough, TNA/Impact did a very smart job this week because on their like TV channel on Samsung, the main match they've been replaying every day. Kevin Knight versus Speedball Mike Bailey. I've caught that match in my office at least once or twice every single time I cut the TV on. So they've been very TNA is very specific with that shit too. It's hilarious when they do it. And as much as I love Kevin Knight, I don't like that people have compared him to Trick Williams. I don't like the fact that people compare to Carmelo Hayes. I think that Kevin Knight is going to go through some growing pains. I don't like the fact he's with the Don Callis family because let the man be him. You know what I'm saying? But I also think that AEW has an overkill on stables. And I think that if you would have let Kevin Knight run kind of solo in the same way that Old Boy runs solo, you can basically give him more room to grow. Otherwise, now you just got him as coworker number 37 in a group that basically said, "Yo, we are training."
And he got a belt.
He got hella help. He got
no. I'm saying he got a belt.
He is the TNT champion. That is correct.
Yeah,
he is the TNT champion, which is outside of Okada. He's the second most accomplished person in that stable of 19,000 people outside of Mark Davis being national champion.
Yeah. Here's the problem. Like, I kind of feel like how you said the comparison to Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes, but then also too, would you? And this is something that came up to me today. Like, would you think that the Don Callis family is a resemblance or I won't say mockery? It is a doppelganger of Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman get the baddest bitches, like for real. Anybody new that come to AEW, Don Callis get the baddest bitches.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of feel like that's a thing as well. What's going to be very, very interesting is you got Mark Davis. What's the pink dude name? I can't think of his name. Kyle Fletcher. You got Okada.
Mm-hmm.
And now you got Kevin Knight. Like, I'm not even gonna mention like the other ones that don't even matter, to be fair.
Exactly.
To be fair. What do you do with them? Like, what do you do with them? Is it a grooming session?
Is a question that I've had on my head.
Because everybody that get out
the entirety of that stable.
Like everybody that get out of the Don Callis family, Omega, Ospreay, Takeshita, they thrive. So is it a thing for them to thrive?
And you gotta get, mind you, not even leave, they get jumped out.
It's a whole thing, bro. So like, for me, I won't even call it division. I'm not gonna call it that. I'm not gonna disrespect it, but it's giving me vision vibes. Except they don't get hurt.
You're right. It gives me vision vibes, except they don't get hurt. Don Callis be losing his dentures all over TV and shit.
Oh, listen, I got nothing. I'm not even gonna go there.
It happened. You got the hilarity that is basically, look, they did a trade. They basically traded Kevin Knight for Takeshita.
Did you see the promo that Ospreay and what was it, and Moxley cut before the match with him and Mark Davis? It was a whole thing where you heard Moxley say, "What, all these damn stables and all that other shit."
I did.
Yeah, it's too many.
It's way too many. It's way too damn many, from the conglomerate to the dogs to hell, even Death Riders. And we already said what we said about the Don Callis family, but I think AEW has an idea what it wants to do for the summer, right? We're building towards MJF versus Will Ospreay at Wembley. We're likely building towards Mercedes versus Athena again in the women's Owen final, which will finally lead to Mercedes versus Tekla, I guess, for the women's title at in London.
Say that again. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, so I was like trying to figure out like what is going on. No, you got Mercedes versus Athena in the women's Owen final, which I know is going to be the final. Because Mercedes came back last night and like, who else is winning that? And it's gonna be her versus Tekla at Wembley for the women's title, in which Mercedes finally wins.
That's I like that. I like that.
And like those are the two things it's building up towards, right? Like we're about to get Ospreay versus Old Buddy for the Owen final, and it's gonna be it. It's going to hit. I can appreciate the fact that AEW has found, when they find a groove, they be finding a motherfucking groove. They be finding a groove and they be cooking. Now, their counterparts in terms of, top 2 wrestling promotions in North America. Not sure, right? So I'm going to start with you real quick, fast. In the new version of How Do We Feel, Obafemi. Now, when Obafemi got attacked by Brock Lesnar to set up that rematch in Clash in Italy, which was basically a here nigga damn / we need something Brock to do / we want Obafemi and his Brock Lesnar feud to continue because we've logically booked ourselves into him being Superman, so we don't know what the hell he can be. For real. I saw people mad because they're like, oh my God, they ruined such an organic moment in Brock Lesnar pseudo retiring at WrestleMania at the hands of Obafemi. Here's what I'll say. 2 things can be true. Yes, that was a moment in a crowning achievement of Obafemi casting so much doubt in Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was like, hey, dog, I don't think I can do this shit no more. And it could have stayed. It could have coasted. But then what is Oba going to do from here until he wins King of the Ring? Ergo, here's why we got Brock and Oba in Italy. And even then, Brock Lesnar made Obafemi look, and I hate to use this because we did it so much during the Punk Roman feud. He made Oba look strong. It took 7 F5s and a Kimura lock. Like Brock Lesnar actually had a wrestling match, goddammit. And a reminder to everyone involved, it took 1 fall from grace to pin Brock Lesnar. If it took 7 F5s, including 1 before the bell rings, it's because you got to jump on this dude and just bomb on him until it's over.
That statement right there needs to be a short. That statement right there it takes 1 fall from grace to beat Brock Lesnar. It took 7 F5s to beat Obafemi. Like that can get some traction. Like for real, to be honest with you, I think they just slowed up the feud a little bit because you can't rush what Obafemi is doing right now. It's not a thing where he beats Brock Lesnar and then he retires him. And then what's next? You don't have the competitors you're not trying to step on people, but you're not also trying to rush the situation. You feel me? So it's like a whole thing where you trying to slow the tracks on, like slow the car down. If you slow it down until WrestleMania in Minneapolis, where Brock Lesnar's from, where he can fully retire him, that's when you'll get Oba Brock 3. Until then, so anybody that thinks Oba's gonna win the King of the Ring, it's not happening. I don't see it that way.
I'm glad you said that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you said that because people, I think a lot of times we look at things, we don't look at it to make sense. We look at it to be mad, look at it to be angry, look at it to be upset, look at it to drive clicks, get attention, rah, 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 all that type of shit, right? Clear example. People get mad as hell talking about Jade Cargill. Talking about Jade can't wrestle, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Jade Cargill has had her best 2 matches of her career as a wrestler. Back-to-back versus Rhea Ripley.
Absolutely.
And she's about to be in a feud with Charlotte Flair in which she's about to have more banger matches, right? So you gotta put that card up. You got
it's
shut
not
that,
a sprint, it's a marathon.
Up. You gotta shut that shit the fuck up. You got people looking at Jacob Fatu as, oh dang, him losing to Roman and now he's a kind of a henchman in the bloodline. That's kind of reducive considering they built him up as an ultimate killer. Like, no, he's still an ultimate killer. It's still he's an ultimate killer against his mob boss ass cousin. He's like, you know what? My bad. I was tripping. Especially considering his other cousin got full-blown Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
And just gonna do whatever because he don't want to relive that trauma. As if people didn't watch the 4 years of the bloodline and understand like there's always something going on. There's always an intrapersonal relationship that keeps people sold. Obafemi having a moment where of a little bit of doubt, all that got erased Monday in Italy.
Right.
The man literally took out Penta, Tama.
Shout out to the participants. Shout out to the participants.
Yeah, look, man. Look, whoever, again, I know when them King of the Ring brackets came out, people were like, dang, wait, all these fatal 4-ways. Well, here's why. People just get involved and it looks amazing. Like, you mean to tell me, like, you get Carmelo Hayes in a spotlight match on Netflix. You get Penta in another spotlight match. You get Solo Sikoa as a perfect foil for everything because
I loved it. I loved
the base. And Tama Tonga, and I'm sorry, not Tama Tonga. Tala Tonga. His ass yeeted through a table by Oba, who literally is like, you know what? Nah. Look, I understand that y'all in this ring or whatever, but I still gotta get my shit off.
Yeah.
So while we're here, because we'll get to the women's side of the bracket in just a second. We'll get there. The current bracket for the King of the Ring tournament. Obafemi's already advanced. We got another fatal 4-way coming up with Trick Williams, Damian Priest, Braun Breaker, and Dom Mysterio. You got another one, which is going to be some heat. Seth Rollins, Javon Evans, Ricky Saints, and Tala Tonga. And then the last one, it is Finn Balor, Royce Keys, LA Knight, Jey Uso. I can easily see this being, as annoying as it's going to be, I can easily see this being Obafemi versus Damian Priest or Obafemi versus Braun Breaker. And I can also see it could be Seth Rollins versus
Jey.
Seth Rollins versus Jey Uso. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah. And then the finale is either gonna be Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins again.
Yes.
Or it's gonna be Obafemi versus Seth Rollins.
So my prediction is gonna be Braun against Seth. And Seth gonna beat Braun again. And you're gonna get Seth and Roman at SummerSlam. I
agree. You wanna know why? Here's why. Because you can't play with this shit. You can't play with it.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't wait for it. You can't like, oh, this is probably perfect for WrestleMania. Nah.
You gotta let that. You gotta take that bitch off the stove early.
Get it. You better get it now because it's not gonna happen the way you want it to. Because who knows when Seth Rollins gonna be fully healthy for Mania?
Man,
right? Who knows?
Because it's always a thing where whoever Seth Rollins does a feud with, if you haven't paid attention, it's always a great story, whether it's Braun Breaker, whether it's Roman Reigns, whether it's Dean Ambrose, whether it's Drew McIntyre. Like it's always a story. Like it's something like I'm gonna be honest. Roman is the workhorse, but Seth is the storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how Braun is going to beat Oba. Hopefully, Logan Paul is healthy. Maybe Braun Breaker is healthy. I don't know. I don't know.
No. If it's not Seth, then I would have said maybe Oba, but then that basically knocks out the idea of Oba retiring Brock at SummerSlam.
So that's why I said Oba's not gonna win that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Oba gone. Oba gone. You don't give. So for the people that's been talking about, you know what, Oba should get the title now. This, that, and the other. You got to learn how to work how that shit work. Mm-hmm. They're not going to put that title on him at a name a random pay-per-view or PLE. Name a random one with a great name.
Clash in Italy. We just had one.
Fair. So he's not going to win one there. They want to put the moments in. He's not going to win it at SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. He's not going to win it at War Games because War Games is War Games. The Rumble, maybe, but it's so much specialer if he wins it at Mania. Mm-hmm. If you can get that Saudi crowd to chant Oba, Oba, you good. He's already over in Italy. He's already over here. If you get that Saudi crowd to do that, actually no, wasn't he in the Wasn't he in the Rumble?
He was.
Did they get the Oba chant?
They was.
There you go. You see where I was going.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be even bigger. It's going to be even bigger. So, yeah, Oba can't win the King of the Ring. Go to the female side because I'm confused on that one.
All right. I am, you know what? As I go over this, you know what I'm going to send you, D?
Yeah.
I'm going to send you the trailer for College Football 27 because you know you and I are going to go heads up in this bitch too.
I'm going to smoke you.
Yeah. Wasn't it that you probably smoked? No, that's right. You smoked me in College Football, but I got you in Madden. That's what happened. All right. Mm-hmm. That is what I recall. All right, cool. So text you that. Now, here we go. For the women's Queen of the Ring, the women's queen, Charlotte is missed. That's such a thing. The Queen of the Ring tournament. We already have Io Sky advancing over Roxanne Perez, Julia, and Lash Legend. Shout out to Julia getting that match in her quote unquote home country. But here's what the other side of the bracket looks like. The winner of Bailey Raquel Rodriguez, aka Gasolina Diesel, JC Jane, and Kiana James faces Io Sky in the semifinals. Good little fatal four-way there. Other side of the bracket, you got Sol Ruka, Lyra Valkyria, Charlotte Flair, and Jade Cargill. Oh my God.
Say that again. Sol Ruka, Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill. Who else?
Lyra Valkyria, the Bird Lady.
Oh, shit.
In one fatal four-way. And the other is Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, and Chelsea Green.
So the winner of the Liv Morgan bracket fights who?
The winner of the Liv Morgan side would face the winner of the Sol Ruka, Lyra, Jade, Charlotte match.
Oh, we're gonna get Liv and Jade early.
If we get Liv and Jade early, then that would mean then we get Jade versus Io for Queen of the Ring. Because you know the question then becomes, all right. the women's is far more intriguing than the men's, and here's why.
Yeah, that shit fine.
Because basically you're asking who's going to face either Liv Morgan or Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. Who in the rest of this bracket makes for a more box
hold up, but Liv Morgan's in the tournament.
She is. And you want to know why she's in the tournament?
So I had to ask that question when I saw that segment. Like, why does that
in
make
the
sense?
tournament because because she, as champion, is similar to Brock Lesnar when we defend the WWE title in the Royal Rumble. Not defended, but he was in the Royal Rumble because he's like, I need something to do. Liv Morgan needs something to do because
Liv two belts.
Liv 2 belts. It's either going to be her telling him to live 2 belts, her trying to, basically tell Raquel Rodriguez, like, yo, it's your time, go get that other belt. It could actually lead to Raquel versus Liv.
That's what I was leaning toward.
You know what I'm saying?
But
if you want to make a new star, then that'd be an interesting choice.
Yeah, but long term, it makes sense for you, like what you just said. Like, Liv had 2 belts, and I don't know, because I just thought about it. That one, the one is hurt. Are we talking about Bianca?
Talking Steph.
You going to put 2 belts?
And Bianca ain't hurt. Bianca about to have a whole baby and be out for another 8 months.
Hey, she a whole superhuman.
This is facts.
So I feel like you got to load the Queen of the Ring, because I kind of feel like Naomi's coming back. Naomi be back. Not SummerSlam, but maybe Rumble. I think Naomi's next, if that makes sense.
So we getting Naomi versus Rhea or Naomi versus Liv to get her belt back?
It gotta be Liv.
Okay.
It gotta be Liv.
So if you're putting Naomi versus Liv, who faces Rhea?
That's when you go Steph.
Oh, you switch it up.
Yeah. That's where you go Steph.
Okay. Because now that we have that, there's also a certain tribal chief that we did not discuss in terms of the King of the Ring tournament. I have no idea, again, because we think it's going to be Seth to win the King of the Ring tournament and have Seth versus Roman at SummerSlam in Minneapolis. But as much as Roman is Roman, which is cool, there's the elephant in the room. It's Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes is going to end up going up against Gunther again. As much as I may not want to necessarily see it. But look, they got Saturday Night's Main Event coming up in the Garden, which is insane. But
I might go.
They might do something, right?
Yeah, I might go to that. That might be a jam. Yeah, a day trip.
Hold on a second.
I might go to that. That's I think that's late June, early July.
That's July. That's the week after Hove.
Get my train ticket early.
That's a week after Hove.
I'm gonna sit on Jesus' knee.
Look. All right.
I've never been to the Garden.
I know that. That's exactly what I was about to say. This is why you've never been. I'm gonna say this is something you think when you've never been to the Garden. But I was gonna relate to you and say, do you know what people were talking about paying for courtside seats to Game 3 of the finals at MSG?
Indulge me.
$500,000.
Oh, I ain't got that.
Oh, it's not the part of having it. It's the fact that, brother, I can't imagine loving something that much that you're willing to spend $500,000 for a 2.5-hour experience.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
There's also that. Also, Game 3 involves the goddamn Cheeto chicken nugget in the building too. Like, come on now. Nah. Again, MSG is special. I'm not gonna hold you. Like MSG, because I went up there a few years ago, watched Rockets Knicks.
Okay.
Dog. Okay. I've been to games, crypto, been to games here at Toyota Center, been to game, went to the WNBA finals at Barclays. There is, for my money, no more intense and locked in basketball crowd than
New York,
Madison Square Garden when the Knicks are good.
Oh yeah, you said basketball crowd. Okay, I was about to say something else.
But in terms of like wrestling, that's a bucket list. You already know that. Real quick before we get to hater of the week, hater/hero of the week. Are you aware of the various games that have come out 82-0, 15-0, 20-0?
The games?
Mm-hmm.
No. Indulge.
Okay. Whew. Congratulations. You are one of the few people on the internet who have been saved from this time waster. So,
yeah.
A couple of days ago, before the start of the NBA Finals, somebody resurfaced this game called 82-0. And basically, what you're picking off a random roll, your all-time like dream starting five, with the goal, of course, to go 82-0 with your roster.
Right.
I've seen rosters with Kobe, Bron, Mike Jordan, Jokic, and Magic Johnson on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go 79-3.
Okay.
I've seen lineups with James Harden in them.
Why?
Go 82-0.
Why?
I don't know. I think what it is, it's weighed by statistics mainly, right? Because, and I ain't breaking, if you play the game, you already know it, right? There are certain people, certain players in that goddamn algorithm they cooked up who are infinity stones.
Okay.
Example, Wilt Chamberlain in any goddamn era is an infinity stone in that game. The most common denominator for every 82-0 I've seen is Wilt.
Okay.
Closest I've gotten was maybe 66-16. It's basically the greatest version of, hey, let's just sit around for a second and name some guys right quick fast, right? Name some players who were cold for this team in this era. I played 20-0, which is the football version of it. Had a squad involving Josh on a QB, Derrick Henry at running back. Solid squad all the way through. We went 18-2. I was like, man, get the F out of here. So here's why it is one of the wildest things in a great time waster, right? Tyrese Halliburton, who is as online as a wrestling fan as you can be, said, you know what? I ain't doing this shit no more, right? Here's his lineup. 2000s era LeBron James. That's Cleveland LeBron at point. 2010s Kobe at the 2. 90s Mike at the 3. 80s Larry Bird at the 4. And 80s Moses Malone at the 5. D, I want you to guess what that lineup is according to this game.
What the rating?
Yes. What the number is. What the final record is.
80-2.
77-5.
So Moses is gonna get the rebounds. Moses is gonna play defense.
Mm-hmm.
Mike gonna strap. LeBron is gonna be the point guard. Kobe's gonna be the scorer, the main scorer. It's a lineup of defenders because LeBron's the big, and then Bird on the 4. It makes sense because you can spread them out. Pause.
Again, it makes sense because you got the shooting, you got the scoring off rip with Mike and Kobe. You got all defense with Kobe and Bron, right? And 90s Mike.
No, and Moses.
Yeah, I'm saying that from a wing perspective. Moses get all them boards because quiet as kept. Moses won MVP the year they went to the finals versus the Celtics the first time.
I would have replaced Moses with Dream.
And that one you probably would have went 82-0. Again, it's all about numbers. I'm not gonna send it to you because you'll be playing that bitch all night. I know you. Same way with 007. I know you.
Oh, I spammed that bitch. I did.
Speaking of spam, a great game. Hell of a great game. One of my early leaders for game of the year until we get to NCAA and Madden, whatever 2K decides to do this year with Wimby on the cover. And I'm gonna say whatever we give him that new God of War, that Wolverine game that's coming out in September.
Let's talk about it.
And that one game that is forcing everybody off their corners in November.
Wow. Oh,
Grand Theft Auto 6, you know.
Right. Listen, the game in this year about to be crazy. Because you got not in addition to that, you got the Assassin's Creed remake of the Black Flag.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole jam.
Yeah, man. Speaking of whole things. You want to go light skin or dark skin in this one?
Oh, I'm gonna go dark skin. I'm gonna take it by choice.
I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.
That's right. Time for Hater of the Week, our favorite segment. Me and D get some shit off our chest. I was kind of caught up because I was doing too much laughing. I was like, let me be professional. Let me be professional.
Never.
Real quick, if I had to start a wrestling federation with 5 people I think could lead me to, perfect ratings and like a 5-star WrestleMania, give me 80s Magnum TA. Give me 90s Rey Mysterio. You only pick 5. So give me 90s Rey Mysterio. Give me 2020 Roman Reigns. Give me 2000s era Triple H. And give me 2010s AJ Styles.
That's ass. In a good way. I
know.
I'll take late 90s Sean, HBK. I'll take early 2000s Undertaker. I'll take early 2000s. No, late 2000s AJ Styles. I will take late 2000s Randy Orton.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go with 2020 Roman Reigns.
Solid list. It's a very solid list. My hater of the week is whoever it was in the VIP lounge in Jamaica who got me sick.
Both of them.
No. It's the first one. The first time. The Saturday. So, real quick, the last episode we we was in Jamaica. Shout out to the island of Jamaica. Had a gang of a time. Shout out to our homies who had a beautiful wedding. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jamal for trolling us last episode. Not gonna forget that, my boy. Not gonna forget that. And so me and the missus are trying to get back to, the States. Not really wanting to leave Jamaica. And basically, while sitting in the lounge, I'm chilling, I'm cooling, and the next thing you know, it was like we kept checking the flight, like, oh, flight delayed. Flight eventually gets canceled due to weather in Houston, because the flight we were taking back to the States was a flight originally coming from Houston to Jamaica. So we ended up getting in an apartment, stayed for the night because all the resorts are overbooked to full. Is what it is. Shout out to the cab driver we had. I joked with friends of mine. I was like, "Yo, this must be how Ox and Belly was living before the before the people came and got him." Right? That's how it felt a little bit. So as I'm laying up in the hotel, / apartment, I feel an itch in my throat. I'm like, boy, not now. Not now. And so the same little sickness I had in March came right on back. And I'm like, dog. So again, reason why we didn't have an episode last week is because your boy was down bad. I'm still somewhat down bad, but the voice is back better a little bit. We still working through it. But yeah, whatever funky bitch.
Funky bitch.
Whatever funky bitch got me sick.
Funky
in the VIP lounge
bitch.
in Jamaica. You're the hater of the week. Because I wasn't sick on the boat. I wasn't sick at the wedding.
Hey, hold on though. For all the niggas that be pulling up the wrestling shows and don't brush their teeth, wash their ass, all that, they're gonna be the funky bitch. Like, we gotta do a shirt with that, the funky bitch.
Again, what Katie Williams said in Waiting to Exhale? You raggedy bitch.
You raggedy bitch.
You funky bitch. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be you funky bitch.
Man. I don't know if I have a hater of the week. I have a hero of the week at this point.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of positivities have been happening around me. Shout out to actually, yeah, you're part of my hater of the week. I mean, I'm sorry, hero of the week. Bro, you bought a house. That's an accomplishment. That's generational wealth.
That did happen.
Like, everybody can't do that. You did it. You went through the trials and tribulations. And it might sound like a negative thing, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And the house. The other hero of the week is my best friend Shay. She got that. She got that offer letter.
Hey.
Yeah. Like, so I always celebrate my people when they're doing right. I don't care if you find a penny on the street. You're my hero of the week. So, y'all are my heroes of the week. My people.
That's what's up. It's the early part of June. Summer's getting up here. For real. It's hot. Wear your deodorant with the metal in it. We tell you every single episode. You know what I'm saying?
Funky bitches.
Yeah, don't be no funky bitches this summer. Especially, look, hey, man. Also, this ain't even a hater of the week. This is just I can't believe y'all let this happen of the week.
Wow.
That Young Miami spin that.
I'm good.
It's such a bop, but still, I'm mad that
I'm good. I'm good. Man. I'm good. Y'all try to make me listen to Drake last week. I'm good.
I didn't tell you to do that.
I ain't telling that at all. I wasn't gonna listen to you in the first fucking place.
All I know is Hov got on stage with that roof picnic, and I was like, "Hey, brother, that man might be 56.
Listen,
that mind still sharp.
I might have to comb out the locks, dude."
He combed out the wicks, and apparently it took 4 days and 4 bottles of Sacred because his lock lady's from Houston.
I'm not doing that. I'm gonna let them grays gray.
Look, he got 8 years worth of wicks, dog. You got damn near 20 years. It's different.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you with braids would be terrifying because they'd be just as long as your locks are right now.
I'd be bald headed. I'd be bald headed.
You taking it back? You taking it back to Young Thug in Volume 1?
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I look like Kevin on stage. No offense, bro. I'd be bald headed.
Oh gosh. Well, look.
Listen. I still got the right headline. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the Steve.
You do.
Joint.
You definitely do. You definitely do. I somehow still do, but also know that eventually my time gonna come to go back to having a fade. I just know it. The genes tell me that I know it's gonna be time. It's gonna be time for me.
I saw my genes early. I knew this is the right way to go.
Sure. Yeah, nah. Again, Lord, we didn't went from hair to video games to sports. It's what it is. That's what 2DopeMarks is, man. It's a home of Go Grill Wrestling. D says he's gonna be making his way down to the H real soon. Real soon. Which is gonna be chaotic because last time I told D he's gonna come down, I told him to take him a few places, and the places involved Trill Burger, Screw Shop, and something I'm not saying on this goddamn podcast.
Please don't get me in trouble.
I'm not saying it on this podcast. We gotta develop a Patreon just for that. Gotta put that one behind the paywall. But listen, that's tonight's episode of 2DopeMarks. You're home for Go Girl Wrestling. We appreciate you tuning in. Follow us on Twitter at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on Instagram at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on Facebook group at 2DopeMarks. It's a lot. Again, where we at. We also need a lot of helping hands because hey, shit be happening, shit be moving and grooving. We are inching closer to over triple digits in terms of subscribers on YouTube. So again, tell a friend to tell a friend. And
I might do something special for that 100 subscriber.
I might be right there with you. So yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, okay. Real quick, D, before you say something nice to the people. Game 1 of the finals. We know that Vic and them boys got your man's SGA and them out the paint last Saturday. We know that Jalen Brunson and the boys walked them down last night from down 14 to third. Do you switch allegiances because your man's Cat? He's a Kentucky dude. Like you riding with the Knicks to win the chip? As a Sixers fan, can you honestly admit that?
Yeah, I like basketball. I'm a basketball fan first. So when it comes to that, like if he hoops, then I'm gonna respect him. And he balled last night. And he's talking about mama. He's talking about he felt a different way. I want to see how he looks for the next 3 games. And I'll support him. I have no problem with it.
All right, cool. Is also we are 3 wins away from New York City turning into complete anarchy.
I won't be there.
Oh, all I know is if the Knicks pull this shit off,
it's not going to be bigger than Philly winning the Super Bowl.
Oh,
it's not
the first one. No. It's not gonna be bigger than the euphoria of beating Tom Brady to get your first.
Yeah.
However,
I'll watch the chaos.
I'm gonna be jealous of New York City.
Why?
Because they got a cool ass mayor. They're experiencing incredible highs in terms of the start of the year. Look, the weather been shitty. It's getting warmer. You know what I'm saying? And the one team that unifies the whole city to want a chip.
Yeah, the Knicks. Yeah.
Like, bruh.
I'm gonna have to call Uncle. Hey, I'm gonna have to call Uncle. Be like, stay your ass in the house.
Hey,
Stay
please.
your ass in the house.
Well, wait a second. Remember what you told us about. Yeah. Patreon. Behind the paywall for that story. Anyway, D, say something nice to people, dog.
Go watch Black Wrestling.
Yeah, all right now. See you next week.
We're the 2DopeMarks, bringing the heat every night. Shop and screw.